If you're not embarrassed by your MVP in tech, then you ship too late. The first thing that comes to mind, I don't know if you're going to want to publish this, is
Okay, who are we here with today and what are you building?
Kacaba, CEO and co-founder of DealMaker, making online capital raising mainstream.
What's it like leaving a job or career to start a business?
It's scary, but it's fun. I always say the most stress comes from the point when you haven't made the decision yet. Once you make a decision, you're just in it and you go. There's multiple steps to it. You have to make a lot of decisions as an entrepreneur along the way. But I think once you gain conviction in your decision, the stress reduces.
What's something different about being a founder than you maybe would have thought before you made the leap or when you first started?
The first thing that comes to mind, I don't know if you're going to want to publish this, is how hard it is. There's so many challenges day in, day out. A lot of it looks glamorous, but from morning till night, your brain is spinning with decisions to make, fires to put out. But that's the fun of it. You got to love what you do, and I do love what I do. So that's the beauty and the passion of it. So a lot of the time, things are breaking, things are falling down, and you really just got to hold it together and keep the momentum going and think of creative solutions. That's the beauty of that fun early days when you're trying to find product market fit, is you have a lot of creativity and exploration.
Was there a point you felt embarrassed or did it feel cringy moving away from a stable career to just start something new and get things off the ground?
It made sense to me. It made perfect sense to me. Did it make sense to everyone else? I don't think so. A lot of people thought we were crazy leaving really strong Bay Street careers to go out on our own and pursue a startup. But at the end of the day, that's what it is to be a founder. You have a vision and you know what you can do and you have to build it.
One of the questions I'm curious about is, as a founder, you have to make a lot of decisions. How do you know when you make a decision based off of your gut versus based off of data?
Well, that's a great question, because that evolves as the business evolves, for sure. As the business grows, we have had to move towards more data-driven decision making. So it's an instinct. In the early days, in order to get to velocity, we relied on our guts tremendously, and that worked very well for us.
On this side now, it's perfect.
Nice little switch.
My arm needed a break. Let's talk about advice. So what's some of the worst advice or best advice you've received just in your days speaking with advisors, speaking with people?
I would say when you're building a new technology product, listen to your customers. There's so many people that want to give you advice, but if they're not paying you their advice, that's what it's worth, nothing. So get your MVP shipped, get it out in market, and start listening to the people who are going to pay you, because that's who you need to be listening to.
What's the hardest part about leadership?
Oh, so many things. I think for where DealMaker is at today, the challenge is having the values that are important to you, really investing in our people. And when the company hits, around 140 in headcount, that really has to change from things that I can do individually to systems and structure. And so being able to make that pivot from being able to connect with everyone on the team individually in order to create systems where people feel cared about and invested in is really, really hard.
What's the journey of DealMaker's investments and raising capital been like to date?
It's been fantastic. We've been really fortunate to have an amazing investor base who supports what we do, who have helped build this business. And raising capital is hard. There are many different sources of capital. You have to think about picking the right partners, to me, is the most critical element.
What do you look at to make that decision?
Yeah, great question. I think a lot of it is the return and the return horizon and the growth expectations, because that is going to drive how you run the business. There's definitely a human element to it too. Are you looking for mentoring and support, and is that what they're trying to provide? Or are they actually looking to come in and have a say in how the business operates? You can see all of those things in a term sheet, but I think having clarity as a founder and communicating what your expectations are is the most important thing.
What is a misconception about raising capital as a founder that you've learned, or one of the harder lessons?
I think the hardest lesson is people need to pursue multiple sources of capital, and creating a bidding war is a real thing and they need to do that.
What do you think is outdated advice when it comes to raising capital?
The investor should have control.
Where do you see DealMaker in 5 to 10 years?
My goal is that you walk into your local grocery store, you pick up your favorite bag of chips, and you scan a QR code to become an owner in that chip company. You walk into your favorite sports stadium, you get a pop-up on your phone to become an owner of that team. We want the world to be owned by the people who consume the brands they love, which is going to fundamentally change America.
That's awesome. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you.